you've given me. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm here with Vanja Simic. Vanja is an RN and she's an older person mental health first aid trainer. And Vanja, we're so excited because we're working with you in June to run a 2-day workshop for us on older person's mental health. So wanted just to bring you on, have a chat with you so we can hear a little bit about all the great stuff that's going to happen at this workshop. So welcome and thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really good to be here.
Yeah. So at this 2-day in-person workshop that we're running on older person's mental first health, tell us a little bit about it. I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, it's a really exciting course, Kate. So it's really an extension of, your physical first aid that we all know about, but it's got a mental health focus. The course itself is really aimed at building awareness and knowledge around how to give that initial support to an older person who may be experiencing a mental health issue or who might actually be in crisis. So we know that that initial support, that initial conversation is really, really important, and it can actually save a life if it's done well. The course itself is really interactive. It's got lots of case studies, lots of lived experience, videos that we watch, and actually a lot of group work. So it's a really fun course. I mean, I know firsthand.
Well, it sounds amazing. Like, I am so excited to be able to offer this course to, all our clients who want to join us, but also to sit there and do it myself. Because, as a clinician, I wish that I did something like this years ago. I was trained in physical first aid. I knew what to do if a client I was working with had a physical issue when I was out doing a home visit or, providing support to them. But as a general OT, someone who wasn't mental health, for trained, or that wasn't my specialty, I guess the gap for me was, what do I do when I think that someone is experiencing mental ill health? What do I do?
Yeah.
So, a course like this, everyone really needs it. Like, if you're working with older people in the community or health or aged care, it's going to give you those skills, it sounds like, Vanja.
Absolutely, Kate, you've hit the nail on the head. And it really resonates with me because I started my journey as a disability support worker, or a PCA, I think we're called.
Yeah.
Patient care assistants back then. And it was all community in-house work. So it was, caring for people that were young and old. And I wish I knew about this course. And this course was around then, because Mental Health First Aid Australia has been around for 20 plus years.
Wow.
And it's just that there isn't that awareness around it.
We need the awareness, and that's why we're running it, because we know it's a gap. And, it's a gap that we can fill because there's resources out there and people like you who are trained in this, and I think for anyone, especially anyone working in the community, when you've left someone's house and you're just like, oh, I just don't know if they're going to be okay. And you might go make those referrals, but you don't know that someone's going to come tomorrow to check on that person. Like, that always left me feeling really terrible. Are they going to be okay? Have I done everything that I could have done to help support not only the client, quite often it's the carer. You'll pick up, maybe that carer is struggling a little bit.
Yeah. So it probably begs the question, what are participants going to learn?
Yes.
Doesn't it, right? So the course really covers signs and symptoms of common mental health issues, I should say, in older people. So conditions like depression, anxiety, psychosis, and substance use problems, just to name a few. We also go through how to recognize signs and symptoms, emerging risks, and then if someone's sort of in crisis, what do you do? What do you say? How do I keep this person safe? We're there as the first responder. Does that, sort of make sense?
Yeah, and I've noticed the course is also approved by Suicide Prevention Australia.
Yes.
So it's going to touch on a bit of awareness or recognition of someone who might be, or checking in to see if that person is suicidal. Is that right?
Absolutely. So it actually, we teach participants around direct questioning. How do we actually ask someone if they're having those suicidal thoughts? there is a little bit of myth around that. You know, do you ask directly? Don't you? Is it going to plant the seed, etc.? So we sort of really dive into that. Understanding the urgency of risk and, you know, what to do, what to say, how to create a safety plan, how to keep that person safe, that sort of stuff.
Amazing, amazing. It sounds exactly what everyone out there working in health, aged care, community, disability services need. And this is tailored specifically for older people, because we know for older people, yeah, it's times where there's high stress, your function's changing, maybe your housing situation's changing, maybe your social group is getting smaller. So, you know, there's lots of risk factors there for older people. So, you know,
there
it's
are
a
also
group
a
that
lot of
needs it.
myths, I think. You know, we assume that, you know, you get older and automatically mental ill health or mental illness just comes with age. And that's not true. That is so not true. And that's probably one of the first things we unpack.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what we're excited about, right? What we want to do is we want everyone out there to feel confident, to have the skills and knowledge to be able to support older people holistically, and that includes their mental health. So, Vanja, we are so excited for this 2-day workshop that we're running in Melbourne in June. The dates are going to be in this post. It is a limited opportunity. We only have 20 spots. So if you want to get in, you need to get in quick and either, you know, send Kathy or I an email or use the try booking link to book. But we're really excited to see everyone there. And thank you so much, Vanja, for the chat today.
No worries. Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
See you then.
See ya.